Hey there, what is up you guys? I am Jerry and welcome back to the channel, The Chicago Griller. This is the show where I share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes for the Weber Q. If you think that I can help you out, hit the like button and subscribe. Just over a year ago, I cooked up a full English breakfast on my Weber Q. And at the time, I said there's nothing heartier than a full English breakfast. Except, you know what? Maybe a full American breakfast. Now, to be fair, there's not really any such thing as a full American breakfast, so instead I'm going to cobble together some of our favorites here in the USA into a large stomach stuffing breakfast dish. Come and check this one out. For this morning's full American breakfast, I'm going to need a lot of flat cooking area. So in addition to my Weber Q griddle, I'm also going to lay down a cast iron skillet. As I preheat everything on the grill, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil into my cast iron skillet. Adjust the skillet if you have to, so that the lid can close fully. If you're wondering why I don't just use 2 griddle plates, it's because Weber does not recommend that setup. It can block airflow and ventilation and cause a dangerous buildup of heat and fumes. That said, I am aware there's a third-party full-size cast iron griddle made for the Weber Q that can be found in Australia. I have no experience with this, so I cannot recommend it at this time. But let's head on back to my setup. I've preheated this grill for about 15 minutes and have the gas knob turned down to a medium heat. And the first thing I'm going to do is add some shredded potatoes to my cast iron skillet. And yes. So sue me, I used bagged potatoes. This was just way easier than peeling, grating, drying, and draining your own potatoes. That said, this particular package of hash browns is unseasoned, so I need to add my own salt and pepper to taste. Once you've seasoned your potatoes and your hash browns to your liking, of course, give it a mix with a spatula. Smooth it out as best you can in a single layer on your skillet so that it could crisp up nicely. Then shut the lid to your grill and let these cook for about 5 or 6 minutes. Once that time is up, it's time to open the lid and give your hash browns a toss and turn. You should be seeing that they are starting to brown and crisp up. So by flipping it over, we'll be sure to crisp it up on all sides and all surfaces. At this point in the cook, we're ready to add some more ingredients for our full American breakfast. And of course, we need to lay down some bacon strips. On this Weber Q griddle, you could add about 4 full-length bacon strips before you run out of real estate. Shut the lid and let this all cook. You all have seen me cook bacon numerous times on this channel by now, so you know you need to turn bacon every 2 minutes or so on the grill. So after 2 minutes, I'm going to give all of my bacon strips a turn. And you can see, even on a cold winter day here in Chicago, where the grill is spitting up tons of steam, these bacon strips are coming along very nicely. Shut the lid and cook and turn your bacon every 2 minutes. Now, at this point, your bacon has been on for 6 total minutes. Your hash browns have been in the skillet for about 12 minutes. It's time to pull all of these components off the grill. Man, nothing beats the smell of this freshly cooked bacon in the morning. Am I right? These hash browns are smelling pretty fresh and delicious as well. So, like I said, these can come off too. And as you can see, they have browned up and crisped up nicely. If you like them even more crispier, leave them on even longer. Now, we're not done yet. We need to reset our grill for the second half of our cook. I don't want the rest of my breakfast swimming in bacon grease, so I'm going to push the grease into the grease holes of my Weber Q. This grill has also been open for quite some time, so I need to close the lid and let this come on back up to a medium heat. Once my grill is back up to a good temperature, it's time to continue our cook. I'm going to make an omelet, so I've got about 3 or 4 eggs that I have beaten and whisked, and I'm going to add that to the cast iron skillet. Now, I won't be able to call this a full American breakfast without some American style pancakes, so I'm going to add some pre-made pancake batter to my Weber Q griddle. Pancakes are not that hard to make from scratch, but as I said, this pancake batter was from a pre-made mix. It just saved me a little bit of time today with so many components going on the grill. You'll also probably notice that these pancakes are pretty small. I did this intentionally because we are still not done yet. And that's because the final ingredient we need to add to our grill are some sausage links. I'm adding some breakfast chicken sausages. These are Amy Lou sausages, which is a brand that is local to Chicago. But use whatever brand you like. These are also pre-cooked sausages, so all I really need to do is get them on the grill to reheat them. Now that everything's on board, I'm going to shut the lid and let these components cook. After 1 minute on the grill, I want to check on my eggs because I'm worried that they've been in the cast iron for a lot longer than the pancakes and sausages. And fortunately, they're doing fine. I was just a little bit concerned that the bottom of the eggs would have burned. But like I said, they seem to be doing just fine. I'll let these cook and check on everything about a minute or a minute and a half later. The eggs are still looking good, so I'll leave those alone. But I'll turn all my pancakes over at this time. And as you can see, they have firmed up and browned up nicely on that first side. I'll also give all the sausage links a turn so that they brown up and heat up evenly. Now finally, I'll give my eggs one last flip. There we go. We are almost done here. Just about 2 more minutes and then everything can come on off the grill. Alright, and here we are. Our eggs, pancake, and sausages have been on the grill for about 5 minutes, and they are all ready to come on off the grill. When we do get on inside, you could sprinkle a little bit of cheese on your eggs and add whatever toppings you like to your pancakes. But now that everything is finally off of our grill, let's go and check out our fully assembled full American breakfast. We've got sausage, we've got bacon, a mini omelet, pancakes, and some crispy hash browns. This stomach stuffing breakfast definitely gives the full English breakfast a run for its money. So which breakfast plate do you think you prefer? The full American breakfast or the full English breakfast? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks again for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all again next time. Bye!